then who saved her husband? I did not save him, but the merit of practicing short-term monkhood did. The health insurance provided by the Buddha guarantees it is the best. The Amitabha Buddha's health insurance is also the most guaranteed. If it is not guaranteed, then why did THôNG quit a great paying job in Albany to relocate in this village? At that time, he thought of many things to make a lot of money, but Mrs. Diu Tian said she had to go immediately. If he did not go, she would go by herself. He even planned to return to work to make a lot more money and then continue to practice Buddhism. Here in Texas, he could work as an inspector for the petroleum company and make a lot of money. But when it is his time to collect the relics, there will be none. Quang Long, you must think carefully. I see your great destiny and you are predestined with Buddhism. Let me ask about your promise to help your sister buy the house. Let's be honest. How much is down payment? Human life lasts in a single breath. Anyone who doesn't believe me, put your head in a bucket of water to see how many minutes you can endure. Can you hold your breath for 5 minutes or not? Life is no more than 5 minutes. You can have a heart attack at any time. In our body, there are all kinds of blood vessels. But if one of them clog, then you will be on life support and will be wearing a diaper. Therefore, you have to think carefully about the implements. When you declare that you want to be ordained, then you have to go immediately. Many villagers already know your plan, and I was the last one to know. If the villagers knew about it, do the demon gods also know about it or not? Your spiritual foes know about it too, and they will interfere with your immediate plans. Let me tell you a true story. 10 years ago, when I was about to open the first ordination ceremony, I told these novice monks who would be ordained not to go out because there were only 3 days left before this ceremony. On the last day, Master THôNG took these novice monks out and had an accident. Luckily, no one was injured. In Buddhism, once you are announced to be ordained, you must go immediately because a Buddhist monk can save a lot of people. Your reason to be ordained was a righteous cause. The merit of your short-term monkhood is less than Tan Duan's husband because he was facing his death. Suppose you see your doctor tomorrow and he says that you will have only 7 days to live. When will you become a monk? Do you still help your sister to buy a house before going to practice monkhood? As you can see, Hui Duan and her husband already has houses, but stage 4 cancer came. They sacrificed their wealth to trade for his life. They now diligently practice Buddhism because they have faced his death. Because of your youth, you think that you still live for a long time. Tomorrow you should look around on the earth-stored sutra and see how many young people have died. There are many causes for death, since you already announced publicly, so I told you that your spiritual foes will stop you from being ordained. They will stop you in 2 days. They will not stop you from doing business, but they will actually help you make a lot of money. Secondly, many beautiful girls will surround you. Once you get lost in these, your life is over. That is my guarantee. Anyone who says that no one wants to fall in love with them, as soon as they announce to be ordained, then the opposite sex will attract to them. As old as Master Tui he was, he still has the same problem. Those who recite Shrongma mantra will have girls follow them. Ask Brother Trian, and he will tell you, but don't let his wife know. Wei Duan's husband is clear evidence to show you how you can save your parents. His results from cultivating short-term monkhood had a miraculous result because he had faced death. He has big houses, a beautiful wife, and well-behaved children. Then one day, the doctor declared him of having stage 4 cancer, and his life is outnumbered. That means he didn't have many days to live. You already understood the Buddhist Dharma well, and know your mother would definitely pay her debts in hell. So will your father, and so will your relatives. However, you still insist on helping your sister buy a house and your brother get married. That is very ignorant. When you want to be ordained, do not tell anyone. Now that everyone knows it, your spiritual foes will attack you from all directions. Please think about it carefully. There was a young man, a young fellow, who came over to the village in India and said he wanted to become a monk. Upon his arrival, he criticized Amitet village. He said the village should be called Amitet Kindergarten. Do you guys remember him? I said whether the practicing program in the village is good or bad. Please stay for the rest of the year. Then he can go. He said practicing Buddhism cannot be as simple as reciting Buddha's name like these old female villagers. He even advised me to change the signboard to Amitet Kindergarten, because the village, he said, does not qualify as a middle school Amitet. In the end, he left the village, and needless to say, he died a month later. That is a real story. I'm telling you again to save your life. I said this because of my compassion. Before you know about Buddhism, you had also killed many animals. Did you kill any animals when you were young? How much money did you need to help your sister? Please tell us, and Brother Tianhui will lend to you. In this village, there is a bedridden fund. Perhaps I must open a fund for the novice monks to help their sister buy a house and their brothers to get married. If I call it, someone will immediately donate. I guarantee to you, because that person knows the great merit of practicing monkhood. People want to encourage you to be ordained. That person has just left the village. He asked me the reason you haven't ordained yet. If you don't have medical insurance, they take care of the medical insurance. If you don't have money for dental care, Brother Tien Hoi will have his wife do it for you. The merit of practicing monkhood will benefit your parents, not me. Your excuses are not very righteous. You can practice monkhood and work at the same time. There are a few nail technicians in this village. Bao Tui and Liu Din are both working as nail technicians. It might take you a whole year to save up for this down payment instead of 3 months. Brother Tien Hoi says if you go to Palm Spring, you will probably make more money. You have a great predestination. Therefore, you were able to make an enormous vow. So, do not let this fortune pass by for nothing. Think about it carefully. You already told these female villagers, and I'm the last one to know. Does the devil know you vow or not? The merit of renunciation is immeasurable. Luckily, we have Wei Duan here to prove it. In the old days, I suffered from cancer and faced my death. However, because of that, I understood there's a fortune from bad luck. Do not pray for your physical body to be free from sickness, because without illness, we will be greedy for everything. You want to do a lot of things to help your family because you are very healthy. I cannot guarantee your well-being if you still want to delay your renunciation for a few more months. You shouldn't declare that you want to be ordained as a Buddhist monk, because once people know about it, there will be many obstacles. It is righteous because you want to dedicate the merit of cultivating Buddhism for your parents. Your vow of saving sentient beings is just like the vows of the earth-stored Bodhisattva. Although you haven't said anything to me, I already know. And I already said that I will let you take refuge with the earth-stored Bodhisattva yesterday. Anyone knows the real person you want to be renunciated until now. You are now almost 40 years old, and you are still unmarried, which means that you have a great destiny. You are also very good looking. Now that you have listened to my preaching, can you tell the assembly your decision? Your promise has already been said repeatedly, and if it is not done with impertinence, then when impertinence comes, it will be too late to save your parents. That is the impertinence of your parents and yourself. And if your parents were reborn into the animal world, it would be very difficult to save them. When your parents are still alive, it means that their karmas have not yet formed. We can still change to alter their karma. Instead of being reborn in the ghost and animal world, they can be reborn in heaven or blissful land. I say this out of compassion. If you practice Buddhist monkhood, you and your family will benefit. I will get nothing, because you and I have a predestined relationship. So today, I tell you this from my heart. You shouldn't underestimate the impertinence. Unfortunately, you have a living proof here. You see that the Buddha's words are no lies. Ladies and gentlemen, the life expectancy of your parents counts every second. So please try to arrange it. I will briefly talk about the way to practice Buddhism in this language of Dharma. First of all, is your original inspiration to serve all sentient beings and save all the souls who are in heaven, like earth-stored Bodhisattva? The first thing is to serve sentient beings. Second, you don't come here to indulge and relax. The third thing is, I do not train our monks to organize fundraisers by selling food, holding concerts, or bringing communist monks over here to make money with Buddhism cover. Our monks are allowed to receive offering money, but they must be donated by Buddhist followers, not by asking them. In addition, when an elder is dying, you have to perform supportive recitation with me so you can dedicate the merit to your parents if you don't want them to be bedridden in old age. I have to recite these scriptures as long as I do because these people are our parents from many generations. You and other people around your age as your brothers and sisters. We leave our small family to accept a bigger family. We do not avoid hard work. To cultivate is to face suffering. What are these sufferings? We have to endure compliments and take in criticism. Endure cold, endure hunger. Endure things that common people can't tolerate in order to have merit. In this village, an old woman needs something. You must help her because you treat her as your mother. And then you can dedicate the merit to your biological parents. If you don't live close to your parents, but whatever merit you can earn from helping these old women, you would dedicate it to your mother. Just because you are a Buddhist monk, you refuse to change diaper for these old women. Cultivate so we will no longer have the self-ego. We cultivate so we can become a lump of dirt for common people to step on. There will be people to praise, and there will also be people to lament. Even Buddha and Jesus Christ got criticized. Please do not expect other people to love you. People who, like you, will think everything you do is okay. Do you think polygamous people are bad or good? The one who have 3 wives envies the one who have 4 wives. Is drinking alcohol bad or good? But the guy who drank 1 beer a day compliments the guy who drinks 2 beers a day. That is his master. Isn't that right? Good or bad is just personal karma. You have to understand that the speeches are simply predestined and created by illusion. Husband and wife are not happy because they think the words are true. In the great Lotus Sutra, the Buddha said that words are untruthful. Whoever understands this sutra can enjoy all the praises and criticism. They can be enlightened in this present world. Later, you will be tested by critique, and you must be patient. Come back when you're done with promises, and I will accept you as my disciple. But remember that the intention to leave home is not to enjoy and indulge. The monk and nuns in my Dharma lineage are to serve sentient beings exactly as the way Buddha taught. Tomorrow, I will pass the 10 precepts for you in front of the earth-stored Bodhisattva. Because of your great vow, you should take refuge with the earth-stored Bodhisattva on the grand opening of the greatest Krishnagarbha shrine, so you can be protected from spiritual foes. You are inspired by the vow of the earth-stored Bodhisattva. That is, you won't become Buddha if the hell is still not empty. If your parents are reborn in the 3 evil realms, your vow not to be reborn in the Pure Land realm, but keep practicing Buddhist monkhood until your parents become Buddha. That is how you will repay the filial piety. Tomorrow I will let you practice short-term monkhood. Even though you are not affected by female beauty, your Buddhist name is still Tian, not Tu. Once you fulfill your promise, come back here and we can change your name. The short-term monkhood is very long, but if you want to get married, come back here and I will relieve you from the 10 precepts of the short-term monkhood. Practicing short-term monkhood for a long period of time will save your parents from the 3 devil paths. I can't guarantee that your parents will be saved if you only practice for 7 days. Do you want to practice short-term monkhood for a long period of time or not? The merit of practicing the 10 precepts transfers to your parents to avoid accidental death. The 10 precepts are the following. Number 1, no killing. Number 2, taking what is not given. Number 3, committing sexual misconduct. Number 4, engaging in false speech. Number 5, using intoxicants. Number 6, eating after midday. Number 7, participating in worldly amusements. Number 8, adorning the body with ornaments and using perfume. Number 9, sleeping on high and luxurious bed. And number 10, accepting money. When you go back to work, you can keep the money because you want to help your brother, not for yourself. So you don't violate the precepts. Under the protection of the earth-stored Bodhisattva, you and your parents will be safe for the next 6 months. When you come back, I will have a formal ceremony for you to be ordained. Do you agree with me? Your Buddhist name will start with the letter Tian. Tomorrow, when you receive the 10 precepts, you should vow, and you should make the vow to dedicate all the merits to your parents and keep none for yourself. When you are ready to be ordained, please let me know, because you are still young and no longer interested in female beauty. The merit of practicing short-term monkhood is enormous. As long as you keep all the 10 precepts, the earth-stored Bodhisattva and the Dharma guardians will help you to earn enough money to help your brother and sister. This is a very special event because tomorrow is the celebration of the earth-stored sutra. And you made a vow just like the earth-stored Bodhisattva. You are predestined, and your Buddhist Dharma seed is wonderful. When you come here to practice as a Buddhist monk, you don't have to worry about health insurance. I will use my retirement fund to buy health insurance for you. As for dental, there are dentists in this system to take care of you. When you need to get your teeth fixed, you can go to India, and Tien Hoi's wife will do it for you. Giving up the 5 desires to serve sentient beings, save your parents, and pay filial piety, a very legitimate purpose. Now we will join our hands together to dedicate the merit for all sentient beings. May this merit be dedicated to all the dead and sentient beings. May all obtain